Today is National Scrapple Day. If, like me, you grew up in Delaware, you grew up having scrapple sandwiches. It's a meat product. If you haven't tried it, don't knock it. It's a Delaware special and a personal favorite. Happy National Scrapple Day.
Mr. Graham, no. Mr. Graham, aye. Mr. Graham, no.
Good evening to you and good evening, Rules Committee. This room, and particularly this table, looks so much bigger on TV. These leaders have implemented what's called the Yellow Pages test. Anybody under 40 doesn't know what a Yellow Page is, but...
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. With all due respect to my other colleagues, I'm sure, Mr. Chair, you would join me in celebrating the fact that I, for one, would love to hear Mr. Bean read the Yellow Pages. That would be entertaining in and of itself.
In the Senate. If you want me to repeat those first lines, they were really good.
I used to call these new technologies algorithms, right? So it's not a new word.
Isn't it a fact that social media has lowered the cost of being an a-hole?
Yes.
Republican voters across the country are sick and tired of Republicans because they never do anything to hold this government accountable. Republicans go out on the campaign trail and go on TV and do their 5-minute hearing videos and post up on social media and say all this garbage about how they're going to fight it and stop it. I feel like many of the American people that think that Republicans in Congress completely fail them. I feel the same way, and I'm a Republican member of Congress.
Matt Gaetz, you've been mentioning a lot. How much would the Republican Party benefit if you were no longer a member of the House, in your opinion?
Oh, tremendously. I mean, people have to earn the right to be here. And I just think he'll admit to you personally, he doesn't have a conservative bent.
I would like you to tell how great Tim Burchett is and what an inspiration
Hey,
he's been.
Tim is a great guy. I know him well. He's a better first baseman than he is a politician, I can tell you that.
Now he's getting in the line. All right, get on out of here.
If I'm raising wool, am I supposed to follow around behind each and every sheep that runs through the pasture to check the flatulence that they are releasing from their derriere? This is absolutely ridiculous, and this is the kinds of things that the other side of the aisle is requiring. I am not going to go around a northbound sheep on the southbound end of him trying to find out how much is being emitted.
Is there an objection?
Mr. President.
Senator from Alabama.
I object.
Objection is heard.
My amendment clarifies that we don't really want it to exist. We don't want to let the Empire build the Death Star and promise not to turn it on. We don't want the Death Star to even be built or designed.
The shaft is ray shielded, so you'll have to use proton torpedoes.
That's impossible, even for a computer.
It's not impossible. I used to bullseye womp rats in my T-16 back home. They're not much bigger than 2 meters.
That's not too much to ask. You okay? I want the press to know that wasn't me.